Bobby got some semblance of internet, so he is going to be joining us. Coming off of his, he's running good right now. So
Yeah, it's nice for a
we
change.
got to jump up. We got to jump on the momentum. Um, Now, if we could translate roulette success to DFS success, then we're really going to be in business. So let's just see.
Absolutely.
I'm working on my FanDuel download right here. What do you think you're doing tonight?
So I'm only going to play like one lineup because I'm going to see my kid in an hour. But I do. There's three stacks that I would be the heaviest on with the ones that I'm playing in my main one. I have a 4-4 with Seattle, which I don't like as much because Cal Raleigh's not in. And San Diego is not my favorite, followed by Baltimore. Well, Seattle, followed by Seattle and Baltimore.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So those are the three that I'm with. I'm just gonna just pray. I would be, if I was playing enough lineups, I'd probably mix in some Braves, but I don't think I want to. I'm just gonna avoid it and hope that it doesn't get me too bad. That's what I would be doing. How about you? Where do you stand on this?
Yeah, I'm different. So my highest own is going to be on DraftKings is going to be Milwaukee, I think. I'm also going to go with some value with Cleveland. Um, and let me just, I don't know why I can't get my FanDuel stuff going here. But I think I'm getting to some of the Braves as well. Let me just see. I'm getting to some Braves and some Houston also. But the pitching is where I'm kind of like whatever. I have I'm a sucker. I'm gonna be one of those idiots. I'm gonna have like 50% of the Kyle Harrison, and we'll just kind of see what happens. Pitched a full 3 innings so far. I mean, what could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong? But I mean, I think that the one thing that I don't mind about that is like guys like Brian Wu, who's 79, who I'm actually playing in my lineup right now. He's got like just as much risk to be cut short pitch wise because they only let him throw 65 pitches in the last game and he was pitching well. So just keep it like so that Harrison thing is not quite as bad as I think that it might seem. The only thing that worries me is that Gaussman, I just feel like it's such a good spot, even with I don't care if they don't strike out much. Like Gaussman and Snell, I actually would try to get to if I was playing more lineups.
Well, that's
where did you end up with those things?
Yeah, no, that's mostly I do have a Gaussman with the Harrison.
With Harrison, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, and I do have some punts. We have some Harrison Rodriguez together. You know? But yeah, that's kind of what I'm up to. So FanDuel, the process of doing this for some reason. Sabres is not letting me download.
Not uploading, huh?
Yeah, like downloading them from Saberson. This is really weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I wonder if I could. Player projections. I don't know if I can enlist support so fast to fix it. So I'll have to see what to do.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what's going on with it. But yeah, I was doing that. I was working on some NFL research today, so just trying to get ready for the season.
Ooh, what do we got?
No, nothing really going on yet, but like it's just more me trying to keep up with all the new guys and everything like that. I'm just trying to familiarize myself with everything, and traveling and being stuck at airports while all the football games are going on forced me to sort of sit on my computer and just dig into a lot of stuff. I don't really have any hot takes or thoughts right now, but I just wanted to be more prepared for the season because it's coming up soon.
Yeah.
And yeah. I'm curious what other people are doing out there. I think it's interesting that me and you were sort of on such different pages in terms of stacks. I thought for sure you were going to be on the San Diego side with me.
I'm doing that on FanDuel, but not as much on DraftKings.
Yeah. I just want to pick on the high, the reasonably high strikeout team in San Diego that against a pitcher that doesn't strike anybody out, which sort of I just feel like the power upside is so huge for them here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's a big park upgrade as well. The only thing is it's not like ideal hitting weather, but it's really not. that many places that have like incredible hitting weather, like we've seen some in the season. Like Minnesota is good. Even for Colorado, like it's not like an ideal hitting game for Colorado. It's not one of those 90-degree games with 73 degrees with 10-mile or 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from center.
Anything going on with the weather in any of these games? Like I know Colorado's always looks kind of fishy, but they always end up playing.
Yeah, that's the only one that I've got as any sort of risk at all. And it looks like even still, I just think even if they delay it, they just always play those, you know?
Yep, always.
But if I'm gonna, if you're looking for extra, hey, fading this game kind of a thing, because I'm not playing it, but maybe it makes you feel a little bit better if something could happen.
What do you think of this? So I guess the answer is you really don't. But what do you have no interest in any of this Cleveland stuff, huh?
I'm trying to even figure out why I didn't really register with them for me. And they're a team I don't usually play that much, but it does seem like a decent enough. I guess you could take a shot. I just don't like. We're just going to count on Maeda being terrible or something. He just doesn't get rocked very often.
Just because, with the exception of what's his name of Ramirez, everybody's just freaking free, and it's like.
Yeah, but the problem is that I think they have the second lowest run total on the slate.
Okay.
You have the best bullpen in baseball, arguably, or one of them with Minnesota, and Maeda, who I think is pretty good. So I didn't really get to them. I actually thought the Twins were kind of interesting, but again, just obviously not playing.
I never thought. I was imagining the Twins were going to be showing up for me, but they just didn't for some reason. I don't know. What's the wind situation in Chicago anyway? It was good. It was like left to right a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit blowing in from right. It's more across the field, but 6 miles an hour. Not an extremely significant number, but you can kind of double the effect the wind has in Chicago than anywhere else.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's more somewhat cross field and somewhat in from right.
But meanwhile, it's his first time. I think I've seen someone at 7K on DraftKings.
There it is. Yeah, we were talking about it. Not only that, you got his teammate who's 6,900, which is crazy.
Well, that's the thing. Like, not only is he's 7K, but there's 15 guys on the slate at 6K or higher. It's and it's not just it's not just it's like Seager and the Braves guys. You got Julio Rodriguez is 6K now.
Yep, it's true.
How do you play Seattle without Raleigh? The freaking run total would be down by 5 runs. It's crazy.
I know. It's why I switched.
But you get the other leader in the free world. You get Dylan Moore in. So
yeah, I'm definitely playing Dylan Moore. But yeah, and they're really cheap. You know what I mean? Like they're cheap enough, I should say, outside of Rodriguez.
Yeah.
And I love Suarez tonight. I'm curious about the ownership. I'm just going through it real quick because I just can't picture anybody being even Coors. I can't how can you really play that many Braves? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just even if you choose the cheapest pitchers, it's really hard to play more than 2 Braves.
I figured I had Seattle a little higher owned than I would have liked.
Yeah.
The fact is, they're everybody's got the platoon advantage and they score 15 runs a game. It's
they're on quite a little run here.
They actually are winning baseball games too, which is
they're in first place in the West now. They're passed up to Texas and Houston. So I'm just trying to look through and see. It just does surprise me that we're not getting more ownership on some of these. Let me see if I'm just getting this wrong. This can't be right. I do this thing sometimes when I'm using my laptop where if I don't have my other screen, or I end up looking at the projected points and sometimes think that I'm looking at the ownership because my screen is too small.
This is what we'll do just for fun. We'll do a Saber Sim build here and we'll see what things are looking like. Entire screen. All right, we'll do one. I did a pretty good job today. Actually, I did a full hour today. I built different types of lineups and stuff just to show people.
Awesome!
And I actually, for my own benefit, to kind of learn a little more how to do it also. So, Let's pull this up here. Yeah, so a week from Thursday, we got Kansas City, Detroit. Start off the season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
So let's upload the new projections here. There are a couple of things I still have to change. I have like some Reds guys in that I have to fix. But okay, let's see what we got here. Remember, there's different types of builds. So let's just build a regular, let's see, 50. Well, we'll build 150. We'll build 150 lineups. We don't need 49,500 minimum. We'll go 49,200. The rest will keep the same, and we'll just build this for now. Okay. And I think probably gonna get a bunch of Cleveland and a bunch of Milwaukee. I think.
You really think Cleveland? I'm trying to figure out what the thought process on this Cleveland thing is. It just doesn't. I can't quite get. Doesn't register.
I guess I don't know.
I mean, it's a team with no power that is the second or third lowest run total on the slate. I guess. I just can't figure it out. It's good hitting weather, but I don't like to see Maeda and go, oh, I want to pick on that guy.
You like the Abbott at all?
I think it's a really good tournament play always, but I didn't play him in my lineup. But I would mix him in a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to be like 1% owned or something.
Yeah, he's got the ceiling. Yeah, like I would try to probably get, if I had a few more lineups, I'd probably try to get an Abbott Gausman lineup together.
Yeah,
just go for ultimate ceiling.
I think Sale, he's too expensive, but I was trying to. Let's see what we got here. So actually, it looks as though, as far as stack exposure. See, I set it to all. I don't want to do this. I got to reset my exposures here. So we're going to reset the stack exposure, and then I want to apply that. That's the thing. I set it for all 5 threes, which is what I didn't want to do. So hold on. Let's run it again. Sorry about this, guys, but I don't want just all 5 threes.
Yeah. No, you're good. And guys, fire in any other thoughts of what you guys are doing tonight too. Like, I'm just curious because I do think that there's a lot of viable things, and I really like the 3 that I like, but I think that you can make a great case for a lot of other teams.
And again, there's certainly nothing wrong with doing stuff like playing Wainwright, Muller, Harrison, Rodriguez, and just shuffling all those and just playing the Atlantas. I mean, there's something, certainly nothing wrong with that. I mean,
it's just so hard with Wainwright to get any strikeouts. That's the thing. It's like, even when he pitches, he had a quality start and he had 7 fantasy points.
I don't want to strike out. I just want 8 fantasy points so that I could get like all the breaks.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Who's pitching for Colorado? We got Gomber? I mean,
Gomber, who has probably hurt more people in DFS this year. He did get rocked a couple starts back, but he went through that like 10-game stretch where he was actually like a good pitcher, like a good fantasy pitcher even, or for his price.
So as far as team stacks, actually this build gets me mostly Atlanta. So like 55% Atlanta, 48% Cleveland, and then 24% Texas. So I'm presuming it's going to be all kinds of like Harrison, like this, like Harrison, Kopech. All right, let's see what this is about. Yeah, so this is what they decided. Harrison and Kopech would be like the nut pairing here. Actually, not the nut pairing. 28% Harrison, 25% Kopech, Snell, Muller, Wu. Just to get up to these Braves.
I actually don't think that Kopech is like I like Baltimore, but I think I would throw a Kopech lineup in or two if I was playing enough tonight.
I don't
mind it. Yeah. All right. What else have we got here? So what do they got for you here? So Atlanta's how is it? So that's how it's getting Atlanta with those 2 pitchers, but even still, they're hard to get to as a 5-man. I just don't even. I guess you got to play Pilar.
Let's see the 5-mans. No, it's actually the only 5. Like this build at 50 lineups gives me 45% Cleveland 5-man.
Jeez, that's wild.
Crazy, right?
Hey, look, maybe just roll with it. Maybe that's what happens tonight.
But this is actually here's another thing that you can examine when it comes to SaberSim. So you see here on the right, I did it. Excuse me, I'm in the middle here. It says lineup exposure. So of the lineups I built, it gave me 46% of that. But
Mhm.
if I ran for the whole pool, like if I say 1,000 lineups, the Cleveland would only be 8%. So they're pretty weighted high in the top rated lineups for some reason.
Interesting.
Yeah, so let me see what else. Let's see if we can. Let's try to run a contest sim. See if anything changes. Yeah, you got like Laureano 2,900 hitting fourth, Brennan 2,400 hitting sixth. I mean, they're just cheap.
Yeah.
And then you get to play all the Braves.
Yep.
Murphy, Olson, Albies, Riley. You don't get to play Acuna in this variation, but let's go min uniques 2 and let's rate them by ROI. Let's see. If we did it this way, then we'd actually get more Texas, Houston, and Chicago.
Right.
It just depends on what type of contest you're entering, as usual. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Any questions in here or not really?
I'm looking at it. I answered most of them on the in the chat thing, but Kenny said he's got an Atlanta 5-man. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to do it in a way that I liked, and I just couldn't do it. But I also always will force in Acuna. Like I'm going to play him no matter what if I'm playing their stack.
Yeah.
How about Mookie lately? Have you seen what he's doing? He had like 700.
I almost bet him for whatchamacallit. I almost bet him for MVP.
Oh, really?
I don't know what his odds were, but I overheard like even the radio guys like he's making a real push for MVP. Now again, I don't know, but
yeah, I was listening to a podcast this morning and they were talking about how he should be the favorite now, but last week or 2 weeks ago he was like 10-1 behind Acuna.
Oh, so he's favored for the MVP now? Oh,
no. They were saying he should be. But let me see current MVP odds. Let's just see. It's hard though because Freddie Freeman's also having an insane season, so it's they cut into each other. Here we go. We have updated ones, and Mookie is now the favorite. Wow, that's wild! In 2 weeks to go from 10-1. Wow, that's really weird. Not that was awful. He's minus 130 too. Yikes. He's just been nuts, though. In August, he's going to end the month of August. He's hitting 460 in August.
Really?
It's nuts, yeah. Plus, he's like stealing bases every time. It's crazy. All right. As Rody said, let's get it. Triple J asking what about Bobby Miller tonight? I actually think that's an interesting tournament play, but I think I'd probably rather find the money to get up to Abbott if I was going to play that like a low-owned pitcher with upside. And Arizona's just tough. They haven't been as tough the second half of the season, but there's nothing wrong with Miller. I didn't find him in my builds personally.
I think I like Snell more on FanDuel.
Yeah. We're going to have to stop saying that Snell is inconsistent. He's been so consistent this year.
It's been awesome. He's been legit awesome.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. I may have to run in just a minute because I got to go pick up the kid.
Okay.
O'Keefe, Olson. Oh, that's Kenny's on him. Yeah, I see. That's the problem. Is that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, do I want? I don't know. The Arcia. Yeah, that makes sense. Houston stacked. Everybody wants to play Houston. Sheets. You like Houston a little bit.
Yeah, I think about it, but the guys I want to play are usually lefty. I like playing Tucker. I like playing Alvarez or whatever.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if I want to do that against him. Maybe that's overthinking it.
No, but I hear you. I mean, well, you're just spending a lot for those guys against Sale, but I like the stadium upgrade that they're playing in Boston. I just don't think either of those pitchers are bad. All right, I'm gonna run. I think I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to be there for everything tomorrow. I'm gonna be on the boat, so hopefully the reception is good enough. But my plan is to be there. If not, I'll try
Oh,
to
look
find
at
it.
that. Is that where the boat is?
San Francisco.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, it's out up in Sausalito right now. So I'm stopping there for a day and then driving with my son back down to Santa Barbara, and then we go to LA Thursday to get his procedure done. And it's gonna be it's a lot of traveling this week.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, take it easy. Good luck to everybody. And hope you guys have a good night. And I will see you guys tomorrow.
I'm going to log out also. All right. Good luck, everybody.